Use code ANGEL on Chosy Store to help the channel out at no cost to you.
Hoi hoi, I'm Angel, and this is XTB, or X-Transbot's Master X Series 87 Interceptor Ballistic. Please be gentle. They need to change this art. They've been using this art for what, like 10 years now? Come on, guys. Like, this art, yeah, it looks great, but like, it's time to upgrade. If opportunity doesn't knock, build a door, I guess. It's whatever. So, let's talk about accessories. Very important, because this guy should have opened this beforehand, but like I have some issues, and I'm not too happy. So he includes an alternate faceplate, like a sort of like a saunter, smile. This doesn't want to fucking focus. There you go. So a little bit, yeah, like a saunter smile. That's, you know, he has the collector's card with the backstory. The backstory is interesting because the backstory is basically he sucks. So whenever he's in a fight, everybody's like, oh, okay, we're fine, because it's just ballistic. So, which is very indicative of the figure itself. It's not that good. He has a target master, which transforms very easily. Very simple transformation. There you go. It's just, there he is. He has the articulation you could expect from a target master. Look at that knee. He stands fine. I say that and he looks like he was about to fall. He stands fine. Look at that. So yeah, this guy is very, very fucking heavy. Cause he is entirely made of diecast. And I don't know why they decided to do that. I think that's fucking stupid. No part of the target master should have been diecast, in my honest opinion. Cause yeah, sure, he looks fine, but like, you know, with metallic paint, he would have looked fine anyways. But you could imagine where this is going, right? You can totally imagine where this is going, because him made out of diecast means that he can't hold it that well. Sadly enough, he can't hold it that well in robot mode because he is way too fucking heavy. Let me see if I can transform him back without issues. Come on. I had done it the first time. Why can't I do it anymore? Because I suck. Oh my god. There you go. And this one. There you go. And he is back in his target master form. And a lot of the things don't actually tab anywhere. You can totally see his head. So, you know, it's a thing. I don't know if... Can these things actually, like... I mean... Can these feet, like, actually... they can go there, but, like, then they won't be able to... Yeah, no, that's not right. That's not right. Okay, let me stop messing around. So I want to keep this in target master mode and gun mode, because in jet mode you can totally yeah. Oh my god. You can totally tap this little dude up here, and that looks great. I want to show you one more thing. And you might be thinking, oh, they have additional hands. No, they do not. They do not. I don't know if the camera is gonna capture this. I doubt that it will. Oh, you can see it ever so slightly there. there is a split in the middle, and yeah, he lost on he lost a hand. He lost a hand. Right when I was gonna transform him, I turned the hand around to be able to store it, and the hand just snapped out of the socket. This is not a good fixture for the hands. This is too thin. So I don't know what the fuck XTB has been doing, but apparently these are the hands they use more often now. So yeah. Also typewriter fingers, which I know some people don't like. I don't really care. So let's save this for bot mode, and let's talk about the alt mode. So you saw me struggling with it because the landing gear can go up to there, so the landing gear is always a little bit pointing forward, but they are not well toleranced, so it doesn't take much for it to just go from the side, because that landing gear is not well toleranced. It was not well designed. It was not well designed. The jet, so from the get-go, it looks fine, and I like the idea behind it. The cockpit opens, but then, like, you know, the cockpit, you have the share here, which is fine, but then you have, like, you know, robot mode head and a tube in the middle. This area to me looks fine, like these intakes, that looks all really cool. Again, I like the fact that you can put the target master up here, and it does hold properly, so that's pretty cool. So looking to the back, we have holes here, these things that look weird as shit. So it has like fake shins. I don't know why. This could have been purple. This could have been handled so differently. Then he has this in the middle. Look at that. That's a slit. And you know, it's. I told someone that this was undercooked, and they told me it was overcooked because it has too much going for it and it doesn't do properly. But I think it's undercooked because this is unacceptable. So is this. So are these. Like, this shouldn't be a thing. Right? This should not be a thing. The bottom cleans decently, but then, like, you also have the front of the ship that doesn't really tab that well. Doesn't take much for it to come undone. And that's annoying. You wish it could tab in there better. And then it has some really, really fucking weird tabs here. Like, it's a small tab with a small peg, and you have to, like, you know, jam it in there. And I did it, but it doesn't take much for it to come undone. And those of you with keen eyes would have noticed, hey, what about this area? Well, that one fell off. It didn't shear off, which I thought it did. I thought it had sheared off, but it didn't. It just fell off the... Yeah, it just fell off somehow. So hopefully when I turn this back to robot mode, I'll be able to actually put that back in there. This thing has all sorts of issues, and it's a shame because I wanted to love this thing. But let's talk more about that once we get back into robot mode, huh? Oh wait, before I do that, let's do some size comparisons, huh? Here he is next to mainline OP. He is lopsided again because the fucking landing gear is like that. Let's move this out of the side and let's put him next to MP10. Have an idea of how they stack next to each other. Yeah. This thing is as long as MP10. So it's very decently sized. It is very decently sized. And sadly, this thing is painted, but like the lights are not doing and the camera are not doing any favors. It kind of looks like almost yellowish. I don't know, man. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna transform this dude, and we'll be this part here doesn't want to pig in all the way either because it's not tolerance properly. But we'll be right back, man. We'll be right back.
Who's that robot? Behold, Dynamo, that motherfucker from Mega Man X5, X6, without anything better to do.
And here he is. Color correction is gonna not do this guy any favors. He is like a weird neon hot pink, almost looks orange in my camera, but that's what it is. Not much I can do about it. Yeah, so obviously he's missing one hand because my other hand has been broken because I was not tolerance well. Apparently it is a widespread issue. The good thing is that it has a bit of a, I wouldn't say fix, but you know, it's a thing you can do if you want, so it doesn't look completely horrible. You can actually peg the target master into his hand like so. Doesn't hold it really well because that is very heavy, so it is gonna fall down, but you can always do this and he can hold it better if it's bent like that, but it does fall off. This thing needed some ratchets. Okay, so the transformation, it's not a nightmare. It makes sense. The transformation does make sense, which is weird, but it does make sense. Once you do it once or twice, I transformed this dude from jet mode to robot mode without any instructions, and to me that's always a plus. It is fiddly, but not all of it is. A couple of parts are annoying because, you know, it's X Transbots. It is X Transbots. Sadly, I wish this would have been made by a different company. That's most of what I can tell you about it. But yeah, the transformation is not terrible. I have handled much worse. Funny enough, the leg transformation is really fun. The whole leg transformation to me, like every single part of it was fun. Even tabbing this into where it goes, it was actually fun. What's not fun is these parts, because these tab into really, really, really small 1 millimeter big, thick pegs, and that's fucking stupid. The inside there ends up being a little bit messy, which is a bit of a shame. Because, again, I just feel this thing was very undercooked. It was not done properly. Yeah, and for those of you that know, this thing does have some flaps that go down here. But if you do have those flaps out, it will prevent you from doing this. You can just like keep those flaps in there and you'll have the full range of motions at the waist. As honestly, you should. Otherwise, he looks really fucking well. He looks really fucking good. I do like how he looks. I do like how he cleans up. The profile of it, it's pretty nice. The back is pretty fucking nice. Even though this thing, you know, is just hanging there. Again, it's just some things you wish would have been better handled, but it's X Transbots, so you can't really ask for much because it's X Transbots. The head sculpt looks pretty good. I gave him the snarl. I think the snarl looks just way better on this dude. Usually I don't display my figures with snarls, but this one to me just made sense. The chest piece is not really used at all. and during the transformation. Then the whole chest piece is diecast, and that to me is weird. This whole thing is diecast. Why? Diecast doesn't automatically make figures better or premium. Yeah, it feels nice, but you know, I would rather have a seamless transformation. That's something that is just all diecast up. The legs have diecast, and those make sense. But like the chest having diecast and the target master made out of diecast make no fucking sense at all. Let's go to some size comparisons. Alright, so we can keep on going. Here he is next to Mega Man X, still throwing out that sexy pose of his. You go, Mega. And here he is next to Mainline OP. You see a sense of scale for that. Here he is next to MP10. Still, pound for pound, the golden standard when it comes to masterpiece figures. You'll seldom find a better well-rounded figure, a better rounded figure than MP10. They already have a KO of it with the MP4 E4 colors. I suggest getting one if you have never gotten an MP10 in your life. You owe it to yourself because it is a great mold. Obviously antiquated by today's standards, but still great. Here's my previous review because I have him right here next to me. Tyrantron Rise, and yeah, I believe this is way better than that, and this is worth way more than that, even though this is premium, and this one doesn't really have diecast anywhere. The funny thing is that for articulation, this guy has almost everything I would want. Head can look up and down, no side to side, sadly, but that's fine. These have a tendency to pop off while you're doing stuff with the head. It's not that difficult to tab it back in, but it's still annoying that it happens. He has really good butterfly joints, so you can like totally strike a pose like this. That looks great. Arms can have a full range of motion. He can do this. That looks weird, but you know, he can do that. Like I said, if you move these flaps, you leave them in there, tucked in there, you get full range of motion at the waist, as you should. Even if you don't, it's limited to about here, which is not terrible. And he does have a proper ab crunch. Look at that, XTB doing a proper ab crunch. That still like doesn't look the best, but you know, he has a proper ab crunch that actually holds itself as it should. Legs is where we start getting a snag. He can go forward, he can go to the side. They actually do hold well. Nothing to the back because this does not move. This butt plate does not move at all. Hands, arms have full run at the elbow. You have a arm swivel, and he does have wrist swivel, and the hand can go out like that, and he has fingers. Give me your fucking fingers, dude. Come on. Like I said before, they are typewriter fingers, so I know that's an issue that some people have with that. The thumb is weird. I don't like how they handle the thumb here. I think that's just really bad. I think that's just really fucking bad. And for some reason, I feel like this plastic might jello. I don't know. It looks weird. It's like a weird off-white, but it feels like it might jello. It's strange. Beautiful ratchets at the knee. I love that. And ratchets. Man, I'm forgetting words because I'm tired. At the ankle, so you have ankle tilt up, ankle tilt down. That is not much, but there's enough there. Like one click down. No, that's actually neutral. Yeah, one click down. And it does have side to side. It's very limited. I wish it had a little bit more, but you know, it does have side to side ankle tilts. Funny enough, if you do it on the front of the ankle, you don't get much, but if you do it from the side, you get a little bit more from the bottom of the ankle, I mean. So this dude has a lot of articulation, which is great for people like me that like to pose them and play with them. Oh yeah, of course, thigh swivel. Oh, look at that. He's striking a pose by himself. He wants to look like he's cool and great. However, this is just probably one of the worst figures I have handled this year. And that's a shame, because it's one of those figures that I wanted to love because I love the idea behind it. I think it looks really cool. Sadly, the fact that it's made by X-Transbox, please be gentle, holds it back. I think this is the only thing holding it back. Had any other company handled this dude, it would have been way better. Star Toys would have done a great job. Fans Hobby definitely would have done an amazing job with this dude. Fans Toys would have probably been spaghetti, but it would have been like proper spaghetti. So they would have probably done a good job at it. Ocular Max MMC would have done a really interesting job in this. I don't know if they ever would, but they would have still done a great job at it. So a lot of these things, like points, suffer because of it. It has decent accessories. And that's about it. The articulation is off the charts. Otherwise, the Outmost sucks. It looks very sus. It's weird because of all the hollow bits it has. And then the build quality, it's not the best. It's, you know, for something that looks this premium, the fact that it's not premium at all, it's very disappointing. And yeah, I took off a point because mine broke, and then the fucking screwdriver, not the screwdriver, the fucking screw fell off. I already put in a request in Chelsea store for after sale, so hopefully they can get me the screw and a new hand. And I imagine they will, because other people have been having the same issue that I've been having. It's a known issue, so be careful with the left hand specifically. And that sucks. Like I said, it feels undercooked. The robot mode, yeah, the robot mode from the front looks really good. Even from the sides, you can tell there's like some bullshit happening in there. Because it just looks like, you know, you just jammed a bunch of robot bits in there, and that's basically what it is. I don't know, man. I don't know what the fuck XTB is doing, dude. They make really good looking bots, and I have heard that the Constructicons are a whole different breed. Good to those that want that. I'm for Constructicons, I'm still sticking to DST and MMC when it comes out. Otherwise, again, I wish this guy would have been much better than what he actually is. 'Tis a shame. 'Tis a shame. Because he does look great. Like, that's why I partially recommend it. Because if you like how it looks, and if you're not planning to play with it and just like displaying it, yeah, you can. It's great for that purpose. But that's about it. And I spent around 130 on Chelsea store for it. I think I had some points left over from some past purchases, but it is what it is, my friends. It is what it is. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks so much for being here. Thank you so much for sharing, and subscribing to my channel. It does mean a lot to me. Thank you all. Thank you to all those that use my code in Chelsea store. It's actually been helping me out a lot. If you're in Chelsea store, remember to just use code ANGEL in the top, so you get me some bonuses whenever you purchase something. I get a little bit off the top, so I can purchase even more and bring you these very informative reviews, because I'm the only one that uses fucking Rubric, because I'm a fucking teacher. That's a weird looking knee, but I like it. Can shoot people with this. Look at that. He can like totally shoot people with his knee. I'll see you guys in the next one. I don't think that's gonna hold on for long. Adios.